We just were completely hopeless. And then we got to Children's.
Hannah's story began after a not so easy pregnancy. The fetal monitor was showing some distress. She had the cord around her neck, and so we had an emergency C-section.
As she was born, you know, a lot of children need a little help and they don't pink up and cry right off the bat. And it became apparent fairly quickly that something else was wrong.
I received the call from Jason after they had given him not much hope and said that they were going to transfer her to Children's just for a little more definitive diagnosis.
When Hannah got here, we echoed her heart and found out that she had a condition called tricuspid atresia. The valve in between the right atrium and right ventricle didn't form. So essentially she would have just one pumping chamber to her heart. And as I sat with Jason and explained what would be needed over the course of her lifetime and series of operations, he began to ask me questions like any parent would. Is she going to be able to learn to sit and crawl and walk and talk like normal children? Is she going to be able to function like normal children, go to school? I went about trying to reassure him that all those things were going to happen. She would go to school like other kids, fight with siblings. And then I just happened to mention that, and when she's 16, she will ask you for the keys to the car, and that's when you better get worried.
Dr. Bornemeyer has absolutely been one of the most influential people in my life. She has gone from being so much more than my heart doctor. Here, you're not just another patient. They've taken care of my heart so that it doesn't have to be the defining aspect of my person.
When she was getting ready to turn 16, her mom called me and she said, "We would like for you to come join us for Hannah's 16th birthday party."
You remember all the way back to the first day of her life when Dr. Bornemeyer had said, "Hey, she's going to be around to ask for the keys to the car when she's 16, Dad." And so we've literally held on to that for 16 years.
So Hannah had no idea that Dr. Bornemeyer would be coming. Rang the doorbell, and we had Hannah go and answer, and she was absolutely speechless. So Dr. Bornemeyer came in and presented her with the keys to her car.
Part of the reason we do what we do, we care so much about these families and we get involved. Our goal is to see these kids grow up, become productive adults, and lead as normal a life as they possibly can.
I am able to live a completely normal life because of the care that I've gotten here. They don't just focus on my heart problem, but they focus on what that means in the big picture of my life.